What is up, guys? My name of course is Carlo. Welcome yet to another video and a experiment. Code title shall I say, Hackintosh. We are going to be trying to get this little machine, which is the Dell Inspiron 530 Tower, which is 11 years old, into Mac standards. So we are going to try and see if we can get this little machine to outperform a 2016 MacBook Pro. Now before we get going, I am going to give you a little hint that the outcome of this was absolutely shocking. So yeah, we're just going to crack on with a video. Now before I get cracking with it, there is a couple of disclaimers that I would like to put across to you guys. This machine, one, is 11 years old. It costs £30 now. The retail value of this on eBay is about £30. In the 11 years that we've actually owned this machine, this was actually my wife's PC, it's only had one upgrade to it, which was the graphics card. The stock graphics card was an AMD card, which was about 256 megabytes of RAM, so it's very weak. And about 7 years ago, I upgraded it to a GT 644 gigabyte graphics with DDR3 memory. So still a very, very old graphics card in general. This has actually got a 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo processor. So not the best processor in the world, but you know, respectable in a sense. When this runs Windows really, really well. It's always been useful, this little tower. It's always been reliable, and it's never failed on us once. So that's why we've kept it sort of like around. But it's time to see if this 11-year-old little machine can run Hackintosh and can it actually run video editing software like Final Cut and perform better, or if not on par with the 2016 early 2017 MacBook Pro. Now I have ironed out one individual machine in general, so we are going to be pitting this little machine up against a 13-inch MacBook Pro with a Core i7 processor. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM, which so does this have, and it has onboard graphics. Now yes, this hasn't got onboard graphics, so for graphics performance I do expect this little machine to do slightly better than the MacBook Pro. Now to make things a little bit more level on playing field, the original hard drive in this was a 7200 RPM hard drive. So I have installed this 256 gigabyte OCZ SSD for storage, just so it's level with the PCI flash storage that the MacBook Pro has installed in it. So I did have a little problem to start off with this particular model of machine installing Hackintosh. When I went into the BIOS and tried to configure the BIOS, I found out that the BIOS was of stock value. And what do I mean by that? It was very, very basic. When this actual machine was bought 11 years ago, it was a budget machine to start off with, so it wasn't a high-end machine to start off with in general. And Dell used to ship their budget machines with very, very minimal BIOS features. So what I had to do in order to get to boot, even boot into OS X, was flash the BIOS first, which I did. After that, I created a bootloader using Unibeast, and then I started the installation of Mac High Sierra on this machine. Now there will be a dedicated video on creating a Clover bootloader for Mac High Sierra 10.13.4, which is the latest version out, which is running on this Hackintosh at the moment, but I'm going to show you it in a sec. So that will be coming in a future video. So how did this Mac Pro fare up, or this Hackintosh shall I say, fare up against the 2016 MacBook Pro? We'll find out after this. So firstly, benchmark scores. Like I've just said, this was a bit of a git to get installed, but purely because of the BIOS settings being so minimal. But once I flashed the BIOS, I was able to install OS X fairly easy using specific kex, which I entered in the values in the Clover field before installation. Installation was quite quick, took about 30 minutes to complete the installation, which was pretty cool. I did have to install NVIDIA drivers, seeing as this has got the GT640 graphics card in it, but after that I was shocked with the overall performance of this little machine. So did it beat the MacBook Pro 2016? Well, here's the Geekbench scores. So for the MacBook Pro single core scored a very respectable 4,592 on single core, and on a multi-core score the MacBook Pro 2016 scored 9,602, which is a respectable score. What did Hackintosh score? Well, scored a little bit low on single core performance, which was 4,243, but I was shocked when I saw the multi-core score. This little £30 Hackintosh scored a massive 14,774 points in Geekbench 4. So we did it. We actually built a Hackintosh out of a £30 tower and got better performance than a 2016, early 2017 MacBook Pro, which is insane. So how did video editing fare up? Well, this shocked me as well. Well, I put a 1080p timeline into Final Cut, and I was able to export that 3-minute 3-second clip in an incredible 1 minute 14 seconds. This is insane. This is a £30 tower. This is an 11-year-old computer, and as you can see from here, scrubbing through Final Cut in 1080p was absolutely buttery smooth. Absolutely insane. Now, I did not expect to get the sort of same results out of 4K, but we got some good results. Here is 4K Blackmagic Cinema camera footage, 22 seconds long, and we managed to export that in 11 seconds. This is 4K footage playing back and scrubbing through on an 11-year-old machine, which today's value is £30. This is insane. So if you've got an old PC lying around, I would, and it's lagging and it's not performing, turn it into a Hackintosh. Now, I call it a Hackintosh with a lot of affection, but at the end of the day, this Hackintosh turned out to be a full-blown Hackintosh, which outperforms a £1,900, $2,000 MacBook Pro. So expect more of these Hackintosh videos to come in the not too distant future. If you have enjoyed this video, remember, smash that like button. If you do want to see more of these types of videos on Hackintosh versus main Apple machines, remember to smash that like button, and I will be prepared to get these little machines in, i.e. laptops, old towers, and get these videos and make these videos reality. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.